Is it smashable proof?
Nagasaki, you know what we do to you? Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We destroy it. Because you don't know how to behave. Wallahi billahi wa ta'ala. I swear to God. You do again, we're gonna do again. You understand? You understand?
I'm not what? No one ever said that. He's not recording you. He has to stand with that camera like that. If he doesn't, he has anxiety. Just press the no record button, but just keep holding it.
As soon as we go into public spaces, we lose our right to privacy. And while this wasn't too big of a deal back when social media didn't exist, but lately there has been an increase of people filming or pranking strangers for content. In some more extreme cases, it's actually criminal. Gone are the days where we could leave our homes and not be harassed and recorded by these so-called pranksters. The first person that comes to mind is the dancing man who was fat-shamed online many years ago. Or how about filming a toddler having a moment? Uploading Ring camera footage of children taking 2 or 3 pieces of candy instead of 1, as the poster board or whatever's there says. In my opinion, there should be laws regarding posting minors online, especially if they're not even your own, but I'm sure others would argue against it. And also, what about filming people who are very obviously addicted to substances, having a moment, and people on the internet laughing about it? These are people's family members, their friends, and they're being used for clicks, views, and laughs. Then there are the people who think this is perfectly normal and justified because these people and these minors are out in public. In this video, we will go over some pretty extreme cases, one of which includes a YouTuber throwing feces on people and a streamer harassing the people of Japan. Without further ado, let's get into the video. As someone who likes to live a somewhat private life, I don't really understand why a person would film or prank a random stranger for content, especially if that person is a minor. When I see minors being uploaded, I'm just mind blown. I also don't agree with exploiting your children the way that some family vloggers do, but a random stranger uploading a child that isn't theirs onto the internet for possibly millions of people to see is just so upsetting to me. What if that parent doesn't want their child on the internet? However, there are these YouTube and these TikTok pranksters, as they like to call themselves, who some of them are actually committing crimes and filming it and then posting it online. I do think that it's just weird for them to be targeting just random strangers and then embarrassing these people or even harassing these people. And I know that harassment might sound like a severe term to use, but in this case, I do believe that this would fall under harassment. I know that this might also sound a bit much to some people, and they may say that I just don't have a good sense of humor, but some of the things that these people are doing is just straight up criminal. What is up with people nowadays filming themselves committing crimes and then willingly publishing it on social media? I was just recently watching a video, shout out to Atozi, because I actually heard about most of these pranksters from his channel. But anyway, this was a TikToker who showed their audience how they returned fake Nikes to a store and now they're being sued. But anyway, I wanted to show some examples of people who have definitely crossed the line. I normally wouldn't want to bring attention to these types of people because they crave attention, but I want to show how out of hand things have really gotten. The scary part is that some people out there think that this is okay and they don't see anything wrong with this type of behavior. The first person we're going to discuss is the woman behind Daysiedukestv. Her YouTube and Instagram are two completely different niches, but on her Instagram, she's looking like this drop-dead gorgeous Instagram baddie, and then on her YouTube channel, she's acting like an absolute terrible person. Her tagline seems to be that she's just here for a good time or that she's just having fun, which, great. We should all just be having fun. I highly doubt that the people running into her in public are actually having fun.
I done told you to shut the up. Fuck you doing with you? You doing too much. It's a
my car.
This is not your car.
Hold on.
Hey, bro, get out of my car.
Get out my car.
Who the are you talking to?
You better get out my car.
This ain't your.
Hey, open your door.
I ain't opening.
Open my
This
door.
ain't your. Quit talking to me like that.
Listen, open my
I don't give a what you got in there.
Hey,
Nothing.
open my shit up.
You got sock. No.
Open my door. Oh, I'm
You ain't. Son, be ready to die about that.
Do you know who I am?
I don't give a how you work this.
Bitch.
Talking about what Rilo said. What's your problem? I'm finna give it back to you. Chill, 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 chill. Like, I don't
What the f you got going?
I don't give a
You got going?
this my
You got going? Hey man, you need to top this out.
what that mean?
Gas is mother.
No.
What your problem is?
You really brought a gun up here? You're weird.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
You're weird. It was a prank. I had you chasing that car. Alright.
Sorry.
What's that for?
What?
That.
Cat litter?
You have a cat?
Yeah.
Why?
I want cat.
Oh, okay, bye. You don't gotta do your face like that, ugly ass. No one ever said that. He's not recording you. He has to stand with that camera like that. If he doesn't, he has anxiety.
Okay,
Just press the no record button, but just keep holding it.
but you're supposed to report in the store.
Is that all you have to tell me?
Yes, but they're telling me to call the police. I don't want to do that. I have to tell you first
What are you calling the police for?
because we're not supposed to report in the store. That's the store policy.
I've never heard that in my life. Let me look it up.
I can call a manager too if you want to.
I said I can look it up.
No, I can call a manager too.
But like, why do you have to do that? I said I can
Because
look it
just
up.
to make it easy. I don't have all day to stand here. I have to tell you you're not supposed to record here.
Okay, then go do your job.
No, I have my job is to tell you don't record here, please. Face it down, please.
He's not recording you, girl.
It's okay. Face it down, please.
More. We gotta do it right here. Me?
We don't sell that TV. So are you all doing that stream or what? What are you all doing actually?
What? I just want to buy it.
Well, we don't sell that brand.
Where'd it come from?
Well, he brought it in, so carry your TV.
What is going on? Everybody acting confused. Should I hit it one more time? Hey, bruh. Excuse me. Oh, no, he tripping. He tripping hard, homeboy.
As you can see, she was acting like quite the asshat in those clips. It's one thing to prank friends and family, but it's another to cause so much of an issue that the police are being called. The police shouldn't be called because some woman wants validation from the internet by bringing her own TV into Walmart and smashing it, or basically stealing a stranger's car and then bringing it back. How ridiculous is that? It makes no sense to me. I really would love to know what goes through her head when she's coming up with these ideas, or if she just kind of improvises the whole time. But yeah, to me, it's very, very extreme. I do believe, in my own opinion, I'm not an expert or anything like that, but in my opinion, I do think that this would fall under something along the lines of harassment. And yeah, I don't get it. But maybe it's just because I'm older and I just don't understand the humor of the kids today. Another serious case of a kick streamer filming random strangers in Japan, Johnny Somali, whose real name is Ramzi Khalid Ismail, was actually arrested and put in jail in Japan. This was a bit of a saga because Johnny left Japan after harassing citizens and then came back to Japan and continued doing the same thing.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know what we do to you? Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we destroy it because you don't know how to behave. Wallahi billahi wa ta'ala. I swear to God. You do again, we're gonna do again. You understand? You understand? Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know. You know Hiroshima, Nagasaki. We're gonna do again.
What?
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
We do again.
You know?
You understand? You don't know. You know history.
What? Hey,
You know.
why don't you sleep?
What?
Sleep alone, man.
What do you mean?
Where you from?
You know where I'm from?
Where you from?
I'm from America.
You're from America?
Yes.
So am I.
You're from America.
Yeah, you're being obnoxious.
As you can see, he's just not that great of a person and highly, highly, highly disrespectful. After he was yelling things to locals, bringing up Hiroshima and how the US would destroy them, he was confronted multiple times and even was assaulted by a number of people. I'm just going to say, as someone who is a US citizen, I definitely don't claim this person, but he did end up leaving Japan and then he decided to come back. This time around, he was arrested for trespassing and for obstruction of business when he acted like a complete douche canoe in a restaurant in Osaka. In December, he promised to stop streaming in Japan and issued a BS apology. Prosecutors were seeking a 200k yen fine, which is $1,400 US. Well, in January, he was fined for that amount, but the trespassing charges were dropped. Oh, and I do believe that he was banned from Japan. I don't know how the law works over in Japan, but I truly think that he just got a slap on the wrist for the chaos he caused. I just think he was a huge nuisance and even just, let's just say it, an asshole. And $1,400 and apologizing was not enough for what he was doing while he was in Japan. But that's just my opinion, and I think that his smug attitude just really, truly annoyed me. Okay, so I wish I could say that this particular YouTuber story was a bit less extreme than the last, but it's not. So I'm very sorry about that. But at the time of writing the script in January of 2024, he has around 1,500 subscribers, and it seems like he so badly wanted to be a big-time prank channel, and because of this, he will just do anything. He started out with what seemed like pretty stupid pranks, the ones that we've all seen online. I'm sure that he probably thought he would get more views for it, but one of the ones was that he left a PlayStation that wasn't actually a PlayStation with strangers and asked them to watch it for him until he came back. Well, when that didn't work, he decided to start throwing water balloons at people, which is pretty bad if you ask me, because think about it. You're on your way to work, minding your own business. Maybe you had a rough day the day before, or maybe you didn't, and out of nowhere, someone just throws a random water balloon at you. Or what if you're carrying something very fragile or important that cannot get wet and some idiot YouTuber throws a water balloon at you? It's still bad, even though some may say, oh, well, it's just water. No, it's not just water, and it's not just a harmless prank, because things just escalated from there. Since he didn't get the attention he so desperately wanted, he took it way too far. That's when he started pouring weird liquids, some kind of sludge, and even feces on strangers. Just how disgusting and vile and messed up is that? According to a video that I did watch by Atozi, yet again, he said in there that the transit company actually told him to please stop doing this. Then they said that the authorities have been contacted and that they will proceed with legal action since he didn't stop after they had asked him to stop. And he basically said that he wouldn't. So it was kind of a back and forth. But yeah, now it's all up to the whole legal system over there. But there was a press release provided to Business Insider by the Brussels prosecutor's office that stated, quote, Yanike is said to have mixed diverse substances, including paint, excrement, and food into buckets and threw them at passengers to get as many likes as possible on social media, end quote. He was arrested on January 3rd of 2024 this year and charged with assault and battery, damage to property, using violence, and property damage. I think the most disgusting video that he posted was his most popular video. He filled a bucket with oil, beer, water, dog feces, and fallen leaves, and then poured it on a stranger just minding their own business on the train. That's just effed up. I mean, seriously, what in the actual is wrong with this person? We will just have to wait and see what happens with this situation, but I truly hope he's actually found guilty and is punished for his actions. It's one thing to do the whole PlayStation prank I spoke about earlier. I mean, it's nothing that we haven't seen before on the internet. It is annoying and it probably is bothering some people, especially when they find out that they are being filmed for video for who knows how many people to see. But it's another thing to just be pouring feces on an innocent person just minding their own damn business. Just so everyone knows, I will be censoring out the 8-year-old's face in this portion of the video. I know that this is all public information, but I do like to censor children on this channel. The guy who pranked this child is known as Calvelli. I'm not sure if that's how you say it on YouTube. And he targeted a father named TJ and his 8-year-old son Gabe for this just downright cruel blindfolded giveaway prank. They told them that they worked for Mr. Beast and that they could fill the cart with whatever they wanted in a certain amount of time and they would pay for everything. After they were blindfolded, TJ, the father, heard these people running away. As a mom, I cannot imagine being the parent in that situation and having to explain to my child, who is a fan of a certain YouTuber, in this case Mr. Beast, was just pranked by people who said that they worked for said favorite YouTuber and that this was all some kind of a mean joke. My heart breaks for what Gabe felt in that moment, but there is a happy ending. Eventually, the story was covered by the media, but it started with a Facebook post by TJ talking about the incident, and because Gabe is hearing impaired, TJ believed that this is why they were targeted. Well, the chair of their town's commissions for peoples with disabilities found out about the story. They ended up donating $200 to Gabe for a shopping spree, and Target matched that, so he received a total of $400. Personally, I think Target could have done much better than just donating $200, but at the same time, they also didn't have to do it because it's not like it was one of their employees that did it or anyone associated with Target. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just playing devil's advocate here for argument's sake. Eventually, Mr. Beast also contacted the family, but this a-hole prankster tried to say that they over-exaggerated the story, and he tried so hard to save face, but you recorded the video and uploaded it onto the internet. Nothing you say will make you look like a victim or less of a bad guy in this situation. At least this story has a happy ending for Gabe, but it's still disgusting that this prank happened, let alone was even a thought in someone's head. In this part of the video, I'll have to censor out certain words or not use the actual word as often. So pew pew is code for G-U-N. I'm spelling the word obviously, just for YouTube's sake, because from what I've been told, once a video gets demonetized, it doesn't get pushed out. And I think that this is an important topic to bring attention to. But anyway, This story is going to talk about a prankster getting pew-pewed by the person he was pranking. Alan Coley worked as a dasher for DoorDash, and he went to Dole's Town Center Mall to pick up an order. I'm pretty sure Alan wasn't expecting to get pranked, and he was just trying to do his job and go on with his day or go on to the next DoorDash order. Well, unfortunately for all parties involved, this wouldn't really be the case. Alan would be approached by Tanner Cook, another one of these YouTube pranksters, and Tanner would record approaching Alan and then playing explicit audio recordings on his phone right by Alan's face, which already is just downright annoying, rude, and odd behavior. Well, Alan had heard of other DoorDashers getting robbed, which is why he decided to even get a pew-pew to carry on him. According to one source, they stated, quote, "The seemingly confused Coley kept backing away and told Cook to stop and warned that he would call the police. As Cook kept advancing, Coley pulled out a pew-pew, which he testified that he legally carried for his protection, and pew-pewed the prankster once," end quote. Tanner is okay, but this did go to court, obviously. Alan was arrested and spent 8 months in jail. He was found guilty, his concealed carry permit was revoked, but his sentence was time served. After the trial, Tanner was back to making prank videos and stated, quote, "I really don't care. I mean, it is what it is. It's God's plan at the end of the day," end quote. This could have ended with a fatality, and I'm so glad that it didn't. But I am shocked that Tanner is still doing pranks, especially after he could have possibly been unalived. That's the thing with these pranksters, is they can be severely hurt or fatally injured. You don't know who this stranger that you're pranking is. You have no idea what they are capable of. You don't know if maybe this person has unalived people in the past and they're just waiting for the next bad thing to happen to them for them to just snap again. So if you're going to be pranking people, just random strangers, please just don't, either A, don't do it, or B, maybe just try to set it up and make it more of a fake prank, but try to make it look real, because it can be very, very dangerous. Now that I've gone over the really bad and severe cases of these pranksters, let's get into an older story where a meme was made out of a video of a man dancing at a club who was fat shamed. It's unknown who was actually behind the posting of this man, but do y'all remember this? It was a video of him dancing with the caption, quote, "Spotted this specimen trying to dance the other week. He stopped when he saw us laughing," end quote. I definitely remember it and thinking, why are we uploading random strangers just existing and having a good time in public online for other people's entertainment? You're just being a bully at this point. Anyway, the man's name is Jon Obrien, and the video of him dancing was uploaded to 4chan back in 2015. He had been ridiculed so much, however, there was also a lot of love and support coming his way as well. He even had support from Eli Goulding and Pharrell Williams. After he was made fun of, or let's just call it what it is, cyberbullied, there was a campaign started called #FindDancingMan after he had been nicknamed Dancing Man on the internet. Once Jon was finally found, he was flown out to Hollywood, where he had an entire party thrown for him with lots of dancing involved. Not only did they fly him out, but the event raised money for a range of anti-bullying charities. I would say that the story had quite a wholesome ending. While I think that online bullying and the harassment should have never happened to Jon Obrien, Jon is definitely having the last laugh in this situation. I've seen more and more short clips of people just existing in public and getting filmed, whether it be what outfit someone is wearing, or maybe how they're standing, or even playing an arcade game. We all know the posts about the people of Walmart. Well, maybe not everyone, because I don't know if people from other countries know about this. They might, but if you're from the US, you most likely have seen the posts or the videos or photos or whatever of the people of Walmart. Then in addition to that, I remember there being a video a while back that was shared, and it was a child that was just having a moment, and someone filmed it to try and prove that this was a tantrum due to bad parenting, but it turned out that the child was actually autistic. Also, why are people filming children if they're not their own? That's just creepy. Speaking of filming children, there was one other instance back in November. I saw an uptick of these types of videos, but people started uploading their ring footage of children on Halloween night who took 2 or 3 candies, or maybe even they dumped the whole bowl into their trick-or-treat bag or whatever they were using instead of just taking 1 candy. But these people need to realize that these are children, and while parents can try to teach them as much as they can and try to instill good morals and everything, sometimes children, because again, let me say it again, children, not adults, children, kids, little kids, may have a lapse in judgment. If you don't like kids taking more than 1, maybe, I don't know, turn off your lights and don't leave candy out. I just don't agree with uploading your ring footage of random kids in the neighborhood who, like I said, maybe had a lapse in judgment or something, and just trying to shame them online. These are minors. These are not adults. These are kids. I've also seen some videos being shared of addicts that are very clearly under the influence and people just filming them to make fun of them. And in my personal opinion, this is just so sad to see these types of videos. I know that when you're out in public, you lose your right to privacy, but when is it crossing the line? Why is it that some people are being filmed for just existing? And why do some people think that this is okay? I'm sure some people will tell me that I'm being too sensitive, or that once you're in public, you lose your right to privacy. And well, you'd be right about losing your right to privacy, but I'm not too sensitive. I'm just empathetic towards other people. It's also just a weird concept to me to film strangers and then upload it to the internet for clicks, views, likes, whatever. I do like to live a more private life and keep my child off of the internet, so maybe that's just why I don't understand it. However, I'd love to hear from y'all about this topic. When is it crossing the line, or do you think that all of this is acceptable? Let me know in the comment section below. This is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye!